well, okay. Everything seems set up very well. Good morning, or good whenever time it is for everybody. Uh, Welcome to Onyx Path. This is Trinity Continuum Anima Masks in the Mirror. This is going to be a little bit awkward for me because I can hear my voice very, very well in my own in-ear monitors today. But I do have a couple of things to go through before we get to talk to the players and get into the game. First off, there is, uh, I mean, so much, so much Curseborn stuff that we need to talk about. The game's definitely on Kickstarter, backer kit, Kickstarter, backer kit. Which one is it? Let me scroll down. I can't see. Kickstarter. What's the command? I'm so sorry. I completely should have done this before, but it should be Curseborn. Let me double check that. Boom. Does that work? Yeah, it is live on. It's live on Kickstarter, and it's fun. You should back it. I'm pretty sure everybody has likes horror in some way, ghosts and vampires and whatnot. But without further ado, let's start with the players. You might notice we have someone new at the table, and let's start with her. Luna, would you like to introduce yourself? Perfect, and we are excited to have you. We're gonna go clockwise. Red. Okay. Skipping me for a little bit. Max. All right. And Kelly. Perfect. I'm also in my Flash Tuber persona. Nickname goes by Michael. You could find me streaming on AsteriskVtuber. I'm going to be your storyteller for today, and yeah, I am here as well. Without further ado, though, just to make sure that everybody is good to go, we're gonna actually just get everybody settled in with a little bit of a recap. I believe it's been a couple of weeks since we've been back into the city streets of Cascade and back into this game. But previously, or at least our three guild members, along with Codex, their rather hated, apparently, fourth tank member of the party, went through and tackled the maze a little bit more after finding some interesting situations, putting themselves in front of the AIs that actually control the entire game, but in forms that they're a little bit more familiar with. They get a little bit more information on exactly what the entire pyramid may potentially be. But right now, it's just, at least for the Terra Surge part of it, just focused on diving further and further in. But along that, finding some contradictory information about the creator of TerraSurge, about the Optech executives, and whether or not they were indeed gunned down in a video footage that they've seen. 3 of them get another ping, this time really showing the triangulation of all 3 of where they live, or at least where they jacked in and into the game with. And they all get a new message. Just simply says, run. But that's not where we're starting with today in this game. We're not starting here. We're starting somewhere else. Somewhere a little further along in the slums, in, I would say, near the Blackwell district, but somewhere almost overlooking the Blackwell district. Sophie, you're one of the people that managed to get the 3 pings. And you, give me first roll of the night. Woo! If you could, give me a technology check with any sort of attribute that you want. Your choice. We're doing 7s on successes, and 10s are exploding.
Let's deal with that real quick.
Don't have a hot start or anything. Jeez.
Did I mess up? Did I mess up something?
About what?
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize. See, this is me being... I didn't even remember that I muted those things, but I'm so sorry. If everybody could introduce themselves again. I'm just...
All at once.
Everybody.
Just all at once.
All at once.
No, don't do it all at once, but please, Luna, could you introduce yourself again?
Gaming Hydra, go!
Oh my god, it's so...
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on all the social medias, including here on Twitch where I stream. You've probably seen me over on the Rolling Nomads a time or two, but today I'll be playing Sophie Ryder / Morrigan.
Red?
Yep, I'm Red. You might know me by Red Wendigo 13 or Feyborn Phyrexian. You may have seen me over on Lawful Stupid RPG doing horror campaigns, but today I am Dr. Sam Cromwell, or Wild.
Okay, Max?
Hello, I'm Max, and I'm playing Joseph Conrad, security man, who is playing Magisterium the Mage.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Okay.
please.
Kelly?
Continue.
Hey everybody, Kelly Clark here, the host and storyteller over at Dork Tales on YouTube, Twitch, wherever you get your wherever you get your podcast when you rub a genie's lamp and ask for something to fill your time with. I am playing Lachlan McRae. Got it right this time, and nobody heard me mess it up last time. And also Bright Nurse, and then I messed it up right there. Bright Witch Riku, who are the same person somehow, because we get to discover, is Lachlan a huge weeb? Tune in. That's me.
Oh my god. And I'm also Red because I can't believe I muted everybody. I'm so sorry.
Dude, tech stream stuff happens. Like, you do this once every 2 weeks. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah,
The audio sounds a bit
Yeah,
rough.
it's literally not a big deal.
during the whole series, something should happen at least once.
It has to happen. Something
Exactly.
like that. Well, I mean, because, changing profiles and everything.
Huh. Chat's saying my audio sounds a bit rough, which is really weird. Hello.
What's weird?
I don't know what's weird about it. I got my Steinberg's working.
You're sounding okay.
hear you okay.
me.
I'm sounding okay for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I should be sounding like All right. Maybe it's just you, Robin. It's just you. I'm watching you in the chat. Just compared to normal, I'll move it closer to my mouth. There we go.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. How's that?
Anyways, back to the action. Where were we? Oh yes. Sophie, you received these very odd pings, and also you the last time you remember logging in, you went through the pyramid just a bit, and nothing was being shown to you, but besides that, well, at least nothing that pings on you. There's a specific reason, and you do know what that reason is. But with that, though, what is your technology roll?
That was 5.
Five successes. Jeez. Okay, well, way to start the game off much better than I did. You know exactly that these pings are location pings that are due to the glassware's tracker. You know that every first-class citizen, so the lower-class citizens, nobody that has like the second class and all the upper setups, they all have a GPS tracking, unbeknownst to everybody. And that's what's showing those pings right now. And you can also notice that it is a pretty wide berth of a signal, as in every single person that is checking those channels right now would see those 3 pings.
Got it. And that was happening to me as well, or
That wasn't happening to you.
that's right. Okay, gotcha.
That was
Interesting.
not
Okay.
happening to you. One of the pings, specifically, you notice is around the area of a slums right next to you.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So, or not necessarily slums, but it is a district next to you, Silver Lake District.
Gotcha.
You do know that one of your friends, Izzy, frequents there.
Okay. I think with Sophie kind of kicked back on a chair at the desk, shuffling some glowy tarot cards while figuring all this out, would kind of sit straight up, put her cards away, and head out to go investigate.
Okay, sounds good. How are you going to? What are you going to do to investigate?
I think she's gonna follow the signal, go to the Silver Lake District and follow the signal and see what comes up as she gets closer.
Okay. You go into the streets of Blackwell District. You don't really go into the streets these days, especially because of the near police state that it seems to be around.
Right.
Everybody kind of looking around, being a little bit more afraid of the curfews and whatnot, and it is rather dark. The police are still around. So with all that being said, would you give me a larceny check? To
Oh,
see if you can,
absolutely.
like, sneak away and sneak around all these security.
That would be 3.
Okay. Walk me by how you would your character kind of dresses when you're walking out inconspicuously?
Inconspicuously, she's going to be wearing a kind of a large coat with a hood to cover up her pink hair, and kind of bring the hood down to shade her face more. She dresses in dark clothes so she can blend in the shadows better.
Okay.
The only thing that might be a little conspicuous is her shoes. They're taller kind of platforms, but other than that, she tries to just be, with the coat wrapped around her, tries to be a blank slate.
Well, luckily for you, around the areas that you're walking in, the streets aren't clear of debris. So there are a lot of ups and downs, and you're just able to kind of navigate around that. And as well, being able to stick to the shadows successfully, none of the security people catch you. As you go on and continue on into the next district over, we move the scene a little bit. Sam, you wake up into Cascade, and the first thing you see is that message that says run.
Okay. Sam will get out he'll check his communications, like his messages, his DMs, to see if he's got anything from Izzy or any of the other people that he checks on. And then he's going to send a quick message to the dad. I don't remember his name, but
Mason.
basically saying, I'm coming over.
Okay. When you send it, Mason you don't see any message back. In fact, your inbox right now is completely empty. But it's only been a while back, not maybe an hour or so, about 2 hours since Mason's last message, so it is very odd that he does not return your message. As you walk out, you notice that once again these streets are rather empty. Even though you're a district over, it's been kind of overflowing in that sense. But you do notice there is a person, rather inconspicuous, with the clothes that she has on, platform shoes otherwise, but Sophie, you're connecting closer and closer towards the ping.
Mhm.
And you could very obviously tell that the man standing in front of you is where the ping is coming from. Could you describe Sam for me real quick, Brad?
Yeah, so Sam is in his early 30s. He's kind of got like scraggly, like unshaven beard, as if he had shaved it recently, but not. He had shaved it and then let it grow out a little bit. He has 2 scars on his right cheek. Not really sure where they came from. It kind of looks like maybe someone scratched him. And he's wearing relatively like plain gray clothes. It looks like this is a person who has made an effort to be as everyman as possible. But he also has a gray messenger bag over one shoulder, and because he was kind of hasty in unpacking it, you would be able to see medical supplies inside it.
This tracks with you, Sophie. You know that in this area is where Izzy frequents, or at least is very, very vocal about letting people know that there is a doctor that they're able to see that kind of bypasses insurance, bypasses all the proper channels in that sense.
Okay. I think for a moment she would kind of put her back to a wall and just watch. for a moment.
Okay. Sam, as you continue towards that residence, I would say it is very eerie how empty the street is. So much so that I would allow you to kind of try to check your surroundings in some way. I would use any sort of, let's see, survival or aim, and use any of your mental attributes.
You said survival or aim?
Yes.
And a mental attribute. Okay.
And there's going to be
Alright,
1 degree of difficulty here.
Okay, I'm going to use my cunning and my survival.
Sounds good.
All right. So that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7. So that's 7 successes. I exploded 4 times.
Jesus. Okay. So I'm gonna assume you buy off the difficulty and have 6 successes on your way through. Yeah, no, you see everything. You notice that the person that you saw in front of you kind of slink into the shadows and is following you. But you also notice that there is an unfamiliar vehicle that's parked a little further out. It looks like a service truck, but that it's inching closer and closer.
Okay. So as Sam walks by Sophie, now that she can get a slightly closer look at him, she would see that one of his eyes has a sheen that is unnatural. And as he sees the vehicle, she would see it focus. And so he's going to try to look at the license plate of this vehicle to see if he recognizes it using his bionic eye ability.
You do not recognize the license plate whatsoever. The license plate convention is correct for a Cascade license plate. Everything is above board, but you do not recognize it.
Okay. All right, I don't think that he's kind of on a mission. He's not going to he's on his guard. And I think Sophie, you would see he kind of keeps one hand in his medical bag. But I will tell the DM what he's doing is he's got his hand on his scalpel. So if anything happens, he can just literally cut and run.
I mean, sounds about right. Okay. So you just continue on your previous.
Yeah. If this mysterious woman in the alley doesn't give me any reason to be threatened by her, I won't be.
Okay. As you
I'll just
continue
shadow.
moving on, you're just shadowing?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. You get closer and closer and end up right in front of the apartment complex. And you know where to walk, you know what to do when you walk in. You've been here before. You've done house calls for Mason and his kid. And as you get in front of the door, I'd say, Sophie, you're probably down the hallway. The door's locked. But when you ring the door, nobody comes to answer.
I'll knock a couple times. Mason, it's Sam.
No sound.
Does the door have an electronic lock, or is it?
Yes, they all
regular?
do.
Okay, so could I hack it open? Or attempt it?
I mean, you could walk up and see if
I was
Sam lets
gonna
you.
ask the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll walk up and see, like, I don't think he's coming to the door. Do you need help?
Sorry. Who are you?
No, I'm nobody. He just seemed interesting today.
Nobody's nobody in Cascade.
Yeah, you're smart too.
So, I have not seen this person before, right? Because with the photographic memory perk, I would know because
Yes.
his memory is eidetic. Okay.
Yes, you've never seen them before.
Okay. All right. He'll say, well, I'm not bad with tech, but I'm better at working the wires in here. And he sort of taps the chest. So, by all means.
Absolutely. And I'd like to attempt to hack the door open.
Okay, there is no difficulty on this, just a technology roll.
Excellent.
So, while this roll is happening, I have an odd question for you, storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if it's an odd question, but it is a question regardless. Do ghost wolves have a phrase that they use to identify each other in public?
Unfortunately, no, because there's so many different groups of them. But then usually it's if you are associated with the ghost wolves, you have like your own little group, and there's at least one person that can connect to you.
Okay.
But they are tight knit, and there are almost factions within the ghost wolves. There are some that are
Okay.
a little bit more non-violent, some are a little bit more violent, some are a little bit more chaotic, etc. So
Okay.
you wouldn't know.
Okay. Sam is very on his guard here.
I rolled 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. The door opens easily. You can hear a bloop as the confirmation goes through, and the door just clicks open.
After you?
Right. He pushes his way in. Mason, I'm coming in.
As the door immediately opens, you smell, as Ralph would put it very easily, you smell burning. You smell almost charring of flesh. And it's very,
Sam
very
immediately
particular.
runs in. Like,
There's nothing in the living room area. There's nothing near the counter or the kitchen and stuff like that. But you do see smoking in the back room where Mason usually has, where basically their bedroom. You walk in, and the little girl looks fine. She's just sleeping on the bed, perfectly fine. Mason, on the other hand, you notice that his glass is smoking and he is on the floor, completely and utterly, I would say dead. You notice a ring, almost, of debris that was expelled from the bed. Everything within the bed is almost clean, whereas there are books, dust, other sorts of appliances and whatnot knocked out of this radius.
okay, Sam can pretty easily tell that this person is dead, but he's still going to do like a quick, 2 fingers on the neck to make sure that Mason is gone.
Yeah. You kind of put your fingers to the neck. Immediately, you almost feel that searing heat, kind of burning from his body. You know that at least the glass installation kind of goes through the nervous system down the spinal cord, so it is close enough for it to still be hot. At least there is still insulation from like the fat and the skin from the person, but it's very, very, very messy, you would say. You also notice now, he usually is wearing long sleeve shirts every single time. He's in a kind of a t-shirt at home, and you notice on his arm there is a tattoo, and the tattoo is actually the same emblem of one of your party members, Geckel.
Wow. Well, nice to meet you at last, Keck. And he's gonna kind of like turn his body over and like cross his arms over his chest. I'll have someone sent for you.
It doesn't look very good. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Name of Mason. His kid's got a bad cough.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. It's fine.
Could I just kind of glance around the apartment, see if there's anything else of note?
You totally do so. And the first thing that comes to mind immediately is, of course, the fact that there is that circle of everything that expels out. So you notice that it's almost as if there's like a blast radius of something that happened here.
That was nice, huh?
Uh-oh.
Whoops. My bad.
Let me double check what's gonna happen here. Yep, I knew it. Oh, give me a bit.
Oh god,
I'm Kelly now.
I'm so sorry. I have to click my mouse to
You're
turn
so
it
much
on.
more handsome now. Good job.
I'm tired. Okay, there
Good
we go.
job, Kelly.
Yeah, I have to click
Okay,
my mouse to turn it
there's
on, and I guess I clicked my video off. I'm gonna like make sure that doesn't happen again. My bad.
You're good. All right.
I
Well,
did that last time. It's a new person today.
everybody gets one. After that, then I'll get mad. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, we'll be fine.
Fair enough. Let's see. Is there any roll I could make to try to deduce what has happened here?
Give me an Enigmas roll.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Four.
4. With kind of, I would say that you're a little bit more tapped into the weird, in the sense that you understand what could happen, and, well, maybe it has something to do with the girl. Because everything seems to originate from the little girl who's, you can see that she's around 7 or 8, I believe, of this, what we were mentioning. And she's just sleeping in the bed very peacefully, but the circle does originate from that area.
So as Sophie has her head cocked, kind of looking over everything, her eyes will move over to the girl, and Sam would likely notice this her hood kind of brought back a little bit. She has one blue eye and then one eye that's like pink and glowing. And yeah, I'll walk over to the girl, just kind of look her over.
Okay. At this, I think I would say that when you do that, Sam, would you like to do some sort of check as well? And I'll have both of you just we're gonna skip through it and have both of you do one technology roll and one medicine roll on her.
Yeah, I'll do a medicine roll.
Yeah, I'll do the check.
And we'll get to the other two players very soon.
Four successes.
Okay.
3 successes.
On both fronts, she is absolutely fine. Sam, you do not see that she has any phlegm or anything any more so different, at least when you scan her. And you notice that her temperature is fine now. She doesn't have a fever anymore. She's not coughing anymore. And on Sophie's end, you know that they've been recently pushing out these new version of glass installations that has to start at an earlier age, and she seems to have her glass installation already, and there's nothing wrong running diagnostics and everything. Nothing is wrong with her.
Huh. This is really weird. She's fine. And I'll kind of look to Sam.
She's... Yeah. I saw her yesterday and she... No, I didn't. Mason came and said she was sick, but she wasn't there.
No, she was.
Oh, was she? Okay,
She was.
good.
She was.
That was just me misremembering, sorry.
Yeah, no, you did.
I saw her a day ago. She was ill. This is very odd.
Yeah, this isn't making a whole lot of sense. And, Is there any more to be gleaned from looking at Mason's body?
Looking at Mason's body, without making a technology roll, a separate one at least, you know that his glass is completely fried, and that's the reason why he died.
Yeah.
So there's something that completely fried his glass.
There wouldn't happen to be any, like... Oh, goodness. How do I word this? Like, information regarding warnings or even recalls. No, I guess there wouldn't be recalls, but like warnings about these younger installations for glass. Okay. Interesting. Huh.
As you two are taking a closer look at this, well, at least the situation, the two of you hear the ding of the elevator open up again in the background. And you hear heavy boots kind of walking out into the hallway.
Uh-oh, company. And can I look for an exit?
There's always the window and the fire exit.
Yeah, I'm gonna start opening the window.
Okay. Sam, what would
I
you
will
do?
assist.
Okay. The window opens pretty well. And luckily for the two of you, Mason doesn't live very, very high up. It's only a few floors up, but you still have a very small kind of wire metal fire exit on this side of the alleyway. And do you both descend down?
I would like to.
Yeah, I'll kind of hand out ladies first.
Thank you.
As you slide out the window and on down the fire exit, Sam, you hear, because you're a little bit closer, the door being slammed open and they're walking not into the room. They're walking directly towards that window that you guys are in. Or that you guys
We
just
should
walked out
move
of.
with haste.
Yep. Haste sounds good.
As that happens, Joseph, you also wake up very, very groggily from your work in the game, at least. And you also get that message that says "run," with the same ping, with the three dots, with you being one of the dots.
I'd rather be in the game now, honestly. Look out the window, try to check for threats, maybe listen at the door.
Yeah, as you kind of walk around and kind of secure the perimeter a little bit before you get a call. As Alex Lowe kind of calls you and just goes, "Hey, I just wanted to make sure, is there anything wrong going on your side?"
Did you get it?
You're one of three pings, yeah.
Are you just checking on me, or you have something to...
No.
Any advice would be appreciated, honestly.
Well, I don't know how to deal with this, but
I'm grabbing my gun for now.
Well,
it's not like best.
Everybody can see you, and I mean not everybody, but
everybody who has the signal.
Every hacker in every security system, yes. It just popped up.
No, it doesn't see me. It sees my address, right?
It's pinging you. I could
like
see
my glass.
I'm guessing, yeah. The only reason why
Can you do anything about this? Because I have no idea. The best I can do is shoot myself in the hand, and I prefer not to do that.
No. Don't do that.
I won't.
But oh shit. Come over. I'll try to see if I can do something about it. But
seriously? Well, thanks. Didn't expect that.
Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna.
Yeah, don't need to explain yourself. I'm on my way.
Okay. You also, when you get out, notice that there are vehicles kind of around the area. With your kind of security expertise, you know that they usually are not here. They are here now.
I don't recognize anyone, I understand.
Yeah. Are you going to do anything before you leave, or... Because currently, you technically do not have a vehicle.
Well, maybe it's better this way, kinda. So I'll just grab whatever I can in regard of like protection. Probably not a very obvious bulletproof vest, like a gun, try to hide it, and probably, well, if I see those cars up front, I'll probably prefer to go from, maybe from fire escape even, you know.
Okay. You very obviously get in kind of the back way into the alley and stuff like that. The area that you live is a little bit more middle class, and you're it's not necessarily the slums, so there's still a lot of connecting roads and stuff, but you now have almost like a mental image of knowing that where you are headed is getting closer and closer towards another one of the pings. And well, it's, how would I say it? It's a bit of a higher class area. Not necessarily a higher class, but it's more of an area away from all of the slums and whatnot.
Like upper middle class? Like same district, better neighborhood.
Sort of like
Something
that.
like that?
A little bit like that. But that that's where Alex lives, so that is your tech guy, at least. But you get closer and closer, and as you do, I will be right back. Lachlan, this is not fair, I will say. But I rolled for this at the very beginning.
Oh, that's fine.
So
Bring it.
You wake up and immediately you already hear that there are whispers out on the side. As the de facto of well, because of your job, you have made sure at least your neighbors are a little bit are bugged in some way, I would say. And you already know that there are security members outside, or at least some sort of like heavy booted individuals outside, telling every single one of your neighbors to stay inside, lock your doors, and whatever sounds that they hear, they do not come out.
Okay, do I have what floor am I on? We never determined that, but I'm guessing it's the cyber future.
It is high up. Yeah.
Yeah, is there a way out?
I'd say you're at 50 plus. So it is a little bit hard to get out and by fire exit, because there would be none.
Yeah, not maybe in the hallway at the best.
Yeah.
There would be maybe something like a chute. Okay. Can I hear? No, probably not. Actually, you know what? Can I make a roll to see what I think a squad like that, like how many bodies I'd be looking at? Just a rough estimate.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. I think anywhere from, let's see. I would say it would be a command, but at the same time, any sort of flat mental attribute with because of your society, I would give you kind of a stacking mental attribute, so 2 different mental attributes put together.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll take cunning and intelligence probably. Oh, damn! 4 successes. Okay. 4 hits, whatever they're called in the system. I always forget.
Successes, it would be. So utilizing your kind of prior information and thinking on the fly and understanding it, you know that when certain individuals, or at least certain security teams, try to apprehend an individual, they usually send 4 people.
That's okay. 2 more than I'm comfortable with. Do I have any idea of whether or not I think they're here for lethal force? Are they here to kill or apprehend?
Oh, you do not know. You do not know. But thinking on the way they said, do not come out regardless of what sound they hear.
Yeah, that's not good.
Apprehending doesn't cause that much noise.
Okay, well, then I guess the best thing I can do is I was just thinking of what I'd have in this apartment. It's a pretty sparse digs. How much time do I probably have? Probably like a minute.
Yeah, around.
Cool. Do I have a circuit breaker in this house?
Yes, you do.
Cool. Let's flip that one to off.
Okay. Everything turns on.
And let's go in. I'm assuming that it's a futuristic like condo. I'm assuming that the kitchen is adjacent to the front door.
Yes.
Go in it and hide behind the island.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that's a thing. You do so, and unfortunately, there's one particular thing that works against your favor. Is the door lock is in the central power grid, and not the breaker that is connected to your own condo.
That's okay. I had a feeling about that. I just want them to have a little bit of sight difficulties, because if they're in a lit hallway, they're probably not using night vision.
They are not, as you hear the beeping, and it doesn't even sound like they have a hacker or anything, as the door kind of slides open, and immediately they walk in and they're just completely blinded. It is incredibly dark. It's not raining like your background, but it is completely dark.
Fair. Let's do this.
Okay. All right. What would you like to
Because
do?
if there's 4, that means they're going to leave at least 2 in the hallway. I've got no way of sneaking out. Make a hole.
Yeah, there is. You're correct. There are only 2 people that walk in so far. And you hear one of them, a very, very telltale sign of having some sort of pistol, as he kind of walks up, kind of looking around, checking the living room, and then turning over to see into the hallway to try to check the bedroom and whatnot.
Okay. Where's the other one?
The other one was by the door, but as soon as you hear a kind of like almost just a windbreaker kind of move a little bit, where he kind of, the first one gives him a little bit of a hand motion. The other one starts walking in as well, towards the living room.
Okay, let's not do this. Let's do this the fun way. I guess step 1 would be introduce tea kettle to face. Just basically stand up. Let's try to go non-lethally at first. Let's just ruin his day.
Okay, so the first guy, as he kind of, did you put on a pot of tea? Would you want to?
No, but I'm assuming that like there's like a freestanding kettle, like basically one of the electric ones, like
There
the one I
is.
use in real life. So I would love to have clicked on the kettle as they were coming in.
Yeah, that's perfect.
If I can have that for free.
That is perfectly fine. It is
Okay,
it is
so-
freestanding, so it's outside of the circuit breaker and everything. So kind of like battery operated even. As you
Ooh,
swing into that first one, that will be a close combat check.
I love close combat. Okay, so
It's close combat
I
in any
have
of your
a s-
physical attributes.
perfect. Let's go with dexterity to introduce directly to the face. Remind me how specialties work.
Specialties work if you're using a different skill and it has something to do with your specialty. For example, if you
That's
had
right.
a specialty in close combat, well, it won't work with a close combat roll, but it would work if you're doing it with something else.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 8s to whack him with the thing.
Okay, yeah, no, you, with the 2 successes, you successfully dome him immediately, and you could hear the loud clang as he just kind of into the hallway, just kind of crumples a little bit. And before he could even do anything, the second guy kind of looks over and he's like, he's right over here, and he's starting to raise a gun. And because it was a surprise, I will give you another action before they're able to do anything.
Cool. I'm going to target this guy with Untouchable.
Okay.
So once per scene, the character can choose a target at the beginning of the combat scene for the rest of the scene. As long as I'm moving toward them or attacking them, I get a bonus to defense and can ignore environmental complications like the lights being out. So he's just going to charge and tackle.
Okay. Yeah. Give me another one of your close combat rolls, and because of that, there is no particular difficulty.
Perfect. So here's a question. I would like to use my athletics specialty in parkour to basically do a wall run tackle.
Great. I love that. Go ahead and do so.
Cool. And that gives me an extra die?
That gives you a success.
Ooh, I love that even more. That's good. That's going to be, with that one, that's 4 successes.
Oh my god, yeah, I was about to roll to see his attack next time, but you actually just knock him out. You knock
just
this
flying
one
knee
out.
to the head.
Yep. And you notice that they're not wearing helmets. Thank God they're not wearing helmets, because the first one would definitely not be as hurt as much. But they are both down. The first one's kind of rousing a little bit and trying to get back up. The other guy's knocked out cold. But hearing the second guy scream out, though, the other two outside the door are about to peer in. So
okay, can I quickly just does this, what security team is this? Like what corp is this?
They're wearing all black clothes. You do not see any markings or anything that has anything to do with branding
nice.
or whatnot.
Great. Okay. Well, no identifying marks. That's always the best. Is there an earpiece, bone conducting headphones, anything like that on them?
Yes, they do. They do.
Cool. Grabbing it and applying it.
Okay.
Unless it's integrated with their glass, actually, because this is cyberpunk.
This is not integrated with their glass.
Cool. Then up and on.
Yeah.
I want to hear what they're talking about.
You could hear that they're right now. It's just silence. They've gone over to radio silent for a while now, but as that is happening, the one of them you can hear use the radio a little bit and just, everything okay inside? The perimeter is already secured. Is everything okay? I heard some noise.
Just a cat.
Do you have persuasion?
Nope.
Give me a manipulation, and
Do I have persuasion? No, I do not. Manipulation. That's my best stat. Yep, there's 2. Whoop. And yet 1 success.
Perfect. 1 success was all you need for it to...
Potentially it's a cat.
It is potentially a cat.
Cats be like that, yo.
As one of them goes, well, hurry up if you can find him. There's still 2 other targets.
Okay, well... balls. Okay. What equipment do they have on them?
They all have a flashlight that they should have used, but was clicked off at the time. Then they also have just regular pistols. You see a bulletproof vest on both of them, and you do notice that they have a baton with them.
Cool. I'm gonna grab that bulletproof vest if it's like a grade 1 vest. Like those are pretty easy to take on, or to rip off and put on. And I'm gonna need that for this action. And then I'm gonna grab the other bulletproof vest off the other guy, wrap it around my arm, and grab his flashlight, and take a deep breath approaching the front door, and wait to the count of 3, throw the flashlight into the hallway, just chuck it. Like, no particular, just a bit of motion to distract them. Step out into the hallway, raise gun, fire at the one on the right while holding the bulletproof vest in front of my head for the one on the left.
Okay, perfect. Is the flashlight on?
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds like something it would do.
That would be...
It's a bomb.
No, because if the flashlight is on, and... Okay. Oh my god, how on earth? You immediately throw out the flashlight, and it because it was on, it flashes into the left guy's eyes, and he immediately tries to pick out his gun, but he can't see anything, as in that split second you turn around and shoot the guy in the right. I'm gonna have you do an aim check, but
Sure.
He is very close, and that was really nice planning, I would say. Just kind of sneaking that in there for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
I am just checking what perfect aim does. It's in the Anima book. Perfect aim when it comes to aiming a weapon, blah, 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 blah. Whenever shooting a target with a ranged weapon allows your character to choose a specific area to hit. Cool. I'm going to try to shoot him in a place that will not kill him. I don't need to kill people that are doing their jobs. So I'm going to aim for the right side, nice shoulder mass. It's going to ruin his day and take out his shooting arm, unless he's a lefty, in which case I'm screwed.
Okay.
So...
Luckily, I'm not that mean.
Might I use my close combat specialty of strikes in order just to punch him with the gun and pull the trigger? Just basically apply gun directly to target.
You could totally do that.
Okay, cool. That's going to be 3. Okay. Oh god, I'm so glad this isn't Old World of Darkness, because that's a lot of ones. That's going to be 4 successes with the specialty.
4 successes. Okay, you essentially... I will... If you would let me narrate it. It's completely
Please.
up to you.
No, absolutely.
So, as you're raising your left arm, kind of trying to block a bullet that actually will not show, will not even be anywhere close to you because the guy's completely blinded, you punch the right guy's with your pistol, essentially punch him in the throat. And as he's kind of raises his hands, you take a slug right into his right pectoral, and he just kind of you can hear it as he slides in. You even see like the muzzle flash of the burn marks that are kind of charring into his bulletproof vest from that range. And it seems like you have a pretty good way of getting towards the elevator. You chose the right way. You know that the elevator's on that side, and there's an empty hallway staring at you right now. And for a split second, especially with the guy kind of still blinded for a little bit.
How far is the elevator away?
You would I would say about 10-15 feet or so.
Okay. I mean, I've got to neutralize this guy too, though, because if he's just blinded, then his arms outstretched, grab, and I'm just gonna throw him into my door frame.
Okay. Well, with that though, there's going to be a contested roll.
Sure, that sounds wonderful.
Close combat as well.
Okay, close combat.
You're beating 1 success, so...
Oh, yeah, only by... Oh, 2 successes above that.
Okay.
So 3 total.
So...
Thank God for using 7s.
He immediately struggles with his gun out, and you grab onto his arm, and you hear a pow right into your left ear. Tinnitus, be damned. As you swing him into the door, and... you hear a crack somewhere close to his arm. You can tell that you've incapacitated at least his shooting arm in some way as he falls down to the floor. You could hear in your apartment the first guy kind of rousing a little bit even more as he gets up. and you hear the heavy boots, but you have quite a bit of a head start. What would you like to do?
Cool. Kick this guy's gun away from him as I'm basically just standing up, and then run for the... What, you said 50th floor? I'm not taking the stairs. I guess take the elevator?
Okay. When you take the elevator, would you want to go up or down?
There's no sky bridges or anything from the top floors, right? To other buildings?
You do know that there is there's a garage on the bottom floor and a garage on the top floor. The garage on the top floor meaning with there's the floated sky vehicles, the hovercrafts and whatnot.
Going down.
Okay. As you go down and the elevator kind of zooms down, and you do know that one of those three pings, the one outside of you, one of them is getting closer to you. Closer and closer. It's in kind of like walking pace, you would say. The map's not too big, but you do know that the pings are all moving around. For sure. Yours is staying still, of course, because you're you. But one of them's getting closer.
I have reception in the elevator. They fix that in the next 40 years.
Oh, they 100% fix that, yes.
Yay! I'm gonna send a message over glass to my team.
Okay.
And just say, yeah, run. Get out. Get out. People coming.
Okay. That gets to Joseph as you're running towards you're walking towards the ping, and that's also when you notice that even though you're kind of going around the alleyways and whatnot, you do notice that those cars that you've kind of pegged at the very, very beginning as unknown vehicles to you have been trying to follow you.
Of course. I mean, they see where I am, so I'm trying to move more discreetly and more faster. Of course.
Okay.
Trying to get low.
And then on the other side of things, Sam, Sophie, you guys are already running away from some people. Going down the fire escape is pretty easy, I would say, as you could potentially just kind of just move down faster. Everything is braced in that sense. But as you're running in the alleyway on the back, or after that, could you both give me an athletics and any sort of physical attribute that you would like to choose?
Yes.
I can't.
No, you can't. Unfortunate.
I will, though.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. Let's see.
Sam, you do get the ping now, though, from Riku.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. 2 successes.
Better than me. I got none.
Hold on. I exploded.
Ooh.
Okay, 2 successes.
Okay.
None for me.
So this is an interesting one, and it is up to you guys to figure out. As immediately those platform shoes are
Nope.
very good at augmenting your height, not very good at running.
No, I didn't think about that today.
Yeah. But as you are running, you're still making a good pace until you trip. And kind of just trip up a little bit. And you do see there's 4 people that are kind of running behind you, keeping up the pace. Sam, you're booking it. But if you would like, that particular berth that you have of like distance between you and the pursuers, you could shorten it a little bit to help Sophie out. It is up to you.
Okay. I'm going to, yeah, Sam is he took the ability big-hearted, and I think I'm going to use that as a detriment here. So, a self-detriment. It's for the good of the player. So he's going to, let's see, what is he going to do? He'll just see her go down, say shit, and turn around and go to get her and pick her back up. I'm trying to think of what he would have in his medical bag that could help him. Nope. He's just gonna pick her up and keep running.
Okay. I think that's literally enough. As picking Sophie back up. Sophie, you kind of get a little bit better rhythm of running. It was kind of like almost like a freak accident because let's be real, you've had to run in these platforms.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
that never happens.
The floor is too flat. Actually, it's debris everywhere in Blackwell. It's not your fault, but you managed to kind of continue moving through. The other four are still hot on your tails. As that is going on, and Lachlan's still in the elevator and everything, why don't we get a bit of a break, maybe 5 minutes or so? We're not going to be running too much for later, but it's just a bio break for a little bit for everybody.
Sounds good.
Nice.
All right.
Sounds good.
We'll see everybody in 5. Hello, and we're back. For some reason, the music was still... Yeah, there we go. Cool. Awesome. Well, with that, let's skip a little bit of time to save us the running montage, I would say. Lachlan's kind of stuck in an elevator, so we're gonna skip that time as well. And Joseph, you've been sneaking out around in the alleyways. So Lachlan got into a fight, so he doesn't need to roll anything. But for the rest of
I'm
you,
good. I took care of what I needed to take care of. I John Wicked my way out.
yeah, essentially, yeah, that was really sick. Everybody can give me either an athletics or a survival or a larceny check to see whether or not you can shake your tails. Every single one of these rolls will have a degree of difficulty of 2, which means you need to buy off the difficulty with your successes, not knowing whether or not how many successes you need to succeed on the roll. You can still choose to leave those difficulty of successes, degrees of difficulty in, but there will be complications essentially.
What attribute? Mental, physical, or
It is
social?
all going to be well, actually, it could be anything if you want. I will choose anything, but well, mental or physical.
Okay,
I'll say.
sounds
I have
good.
Just tell me
specialty
what
in
roll you
chases.
Okay.
And I am covert. Does that help me here?
Covert does.
I am not. I got 1 success unless I can use my parkour specialty to jump over things.
Well, no, you're fine. You're in an elevator. Remember.
You're right.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
And I will
Same
buy
here.
off. I'll buy off the 2 difficulties for 1 success.
Okay.
I
Same
got
here. Sorry.
6 successes. I exploded 4 times.
Damn.
Holy
so
crap.
Yeah, I'll buy off the 2
Yeah,
the difficulty.
I'm sure you will. Okay, so walk me through what everybody's rolls were. Joseph, what did you roll?
Well, I rolled athletics. I have specialty in chases, so I guess chases are running. I guess when they close in on me, I like jump into an odd alleyway and just run for it, peeking behind my shoulder. I know how these guys do this type of thing because I was on the other side of it, so I suppose that kind of helps me.
Yeah.
And
So
slowly, going my way to low.
okay, well, real quick, did you factor in your chases as an automatic success?
Yes.
Okay, so with that, although very narrowly, your pure stamina and understanding of the alleyways and understanding what they will take, what roads they would take, you successfully get to a point where you don't see the cars anymore. They're no longer following you. And you're very, very close, actually, in the same apartment building, at least, where the other ping is. You've reached your target destination where you know your contact, Alex, is, but you're also right next to that ping. As the elevator door opens up and you're in the bottom floor, Lachlan, walk me through it. Describe Joseph for me real quick. And what does Lachlan see as you walk into the apartment building?
You kind of confused me with names.
Sorry.
You wanted me to explain. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Joseph, what does Joseph look like?
Well, Joseph is kind of an older guy, gray, definitely with signs of aging, but in relatively good shape, but definitely also kind of beaten up by life with like some scarring, not very profound, but seen. Probably he's a bit out of breath at this point and sweaty. So he rolls in, like takes peeks at corners. Mm,
The
a very attentive guy.
the way this apartment building is set up, there is a front desk that is on the left side, but the elevator's doors are directly in front of you. And when the elevator doors open up, Lachlan, would you describe yourself?
Sure. So Lachlan is in that nebulous era between like late 20s, early to mid 30s. He's got the physique and carry of a gym or military bro, wearing a set of dark gray joggers, black t-shirt, compression shirt. I don't know if he remembered to grab shoes on the way out the door, so he might be barefoot at this point, because I doubt he would have been wearing shoes while he was cruising through the game.
He also called him McLean before, so
I also
that
did.
figures.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Yeah, you know what? He's got no shoes on.
Nope.
He's just barefooting it.
No broken glass yet.
What's that?
No
glass
broken
yet.
glass
the only
yet,
glass
so-
is in his head. So
Yeah.
if that gets broken, he's in trouble. And he is trying to look casual, almost like he's taking out some garbage. You know, like he's been relaxing at home. Time to do a garbage run to the chute. It's just he's in the lobby for some reason.
Okay. As soon as the two of you see each other, and all three of you, Sam as well, you notice that of those two blips that reached in the same space, it becomes one blip. It only becomes one blip.
What it refers to.
The ping of the three people, the all three of those pings, since the two of you are right in front of you each other.
Okay.
Those two pings basically meet and then becomes one ping, one blip. Essentially, one of them disappeared.
Which one?
You don't know it because they both overlap and then
The scale is not.
yeah.
So just step out of the elevator at this point. Am I noticing this ping thing too?
Yes, all of you notice it. All three of you.
Hell with it. Wild, is that you? I'm asking Lachlan, obviously, because I don't know who is who.
Yeah.
No. Magisterium? Or Kotex?
That's me. Yeah, that's me.
Nice. What the fuck? We need to go. Now.
Yes, I have a contact that's supposed to help.
Good.
Where I'm headed,
Can't-
Michael.
The same apartment building, actually. 20-something floor, though. Well,
Oh.
26th.
I'll lay this out to Lachlan and say,
Listen, we need to get the
is it
hell
a
out of
trap?
here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big trap. Big trap. Look down, like wipe some blood off my pants.
Yeah. You're like, you
I
were high.
see.
Essentially, I would say that you ran into the elevator with the two bulletproof vests, so the trash that you're holding on to are literally two bulletproof vests, kind of wrapped in a bundle.
Here, this will fit you. Hopefully. And kind of shove it into his chest and say, we need to get the fuck out of here now.
let's go.
On the
Oh, wait,
other
I can't believe you didn't recognize me. It's Riku.
The resemblance is obvious. I'm sorry.
Uncanny. Uncanny.
With that happening,
And, yeah, and then he'll tuck his gun into the back of his waistband and cover it up, because this is really not good.
yeah, for those for those that haven't been with us while they were in Terra Surge, Bright Witch Riku is just a magical girl. So just saying. Thank you for the hydro.
I'll try to have the VTuber avatar ready next time.
You probably need it next time. On the other side of things, Sam, you notice two of the blips meeting each other and then one of them disappearing as there's only one left. Kind of almost egging on something. It's like a little bit bigger now on you two. And the two of you, give me your... What roles did you guys make?
I did larceny.
Okay. And then Sam?
I did survival.
Perfect. Knowing your way around the neighborhood, and knowing your way around the shadows, you guys kind of complement each other and help out by one directing where to go and the other directing where not to show, essentially, as the two of you in tandem manage to avoid the four pursuants. In a small moment of calm, you do notice that blip, it's not too far. It's probably a district or so over into the more middle-class area, but it's not too far away from you.
Oh, remind me I owe you a coffee or something. Thank you.
No problem. I don't know how you got yourself mixed up in all this, but
Yeah.
whatever got to Mason and is chasing us, I think, and he's gonna, like, indicate on a map. I think it's whatever here. Whatever's happening here, these blips.
Okay.
If you want to come with me, I'm gonna go check it out. I think there's safety in numbers.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do. Let's go.
Sophie, you notice that if you go and access your own glass
Mhm.
and your kind of homemade system of surveillance and whatnot, it tracks as well what he's
Yeah.
saying. You would know the pings. As you,
Yeah, so this aloof nature is definitely her kind of height masking, like, no, I'm super interested in this.
Okay. You guys get closer and closer, and without spending too much time on travel time, both Lachlan and Joseph, you realize that as soon as you see the two of them in view, as soon as you see Sam at least, and your eyes meet, the blip is gone. All 3 points just kind of disappear.
Oh.
There's nothing tracking you anymore.
Wait. So we were linked together?
You were essentially
That's handy.
Handy for someone who did this, I suppose. Makes us stick together and do whatever they want.
Sam, you
Well,
do
if what
see
they want
these-
is us not dying, I'm okay with that.
Fair.
Sam, you do see the two of them in front of you kind of talking amongst themselves, and you're now within earshot.
Sam doesn't say anything. He's just gonna listen for a minute.
Okay.
They
And
probably do notice them, though, right?
you do, yeah. You do
Yeah.
notice. Everybody noticed. You're in the same scene essentially now, and that's when I can do one of these and change it back to this, as all of you are kind of in the middle of a rather dimly lit alleyway as your paths cross. there are still kind of advertisements and stuff on the outside, way above where you are. There is a small respite, as it doesn't seem like there's any pursuance here.
But I also noticed the blips have all disappeared.
They have all disappeared on your radar as well. And
So,
all three of them have an immediate thought of, there were 3 pings. There are 4 people here. But Sophie, what were you gonna do?
oh, I was just noticing that my new compatriot is just kind of listening and then kind of clocking the other 2 also looking at us. I'd just be like, do you know them? We're all kind of awkwardly standing here. I feel like we should go.
I don't know their faces, but I might know them. And he clicks his glass to sort of modulate his voice. Designation Wild. Riku? Magisterium?
That's us.
I mean, obviously.
Cool.
I should hide somewhere. And who's the 4th one? Your friend, Wild?
Hi.
I don't know her name, but she's helped us out. What is your name, by the way?
Oh, and she'll pull her hood down, revealing kind of short pink hair with 2 buns and bangs. Sophie. You can call me Sophie.
Yeah. Sophie. She's a good sort.
Okay. We don't have a lot of options anyway. Thanks for helping Wild, I guess.
Sam.
Okay, so I'm Joseph.
We can stick with online handles for now.
Oh, okay, Morgan.
Whatever's easier.
Lachlan, you immediately get a call. Ringing in your glass.
Who does?
You do. Lachlan does.
Okay.
And it's your commander, Caitlin. As immediately it's just,
One sec. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I have no idea. Four guys showed up at my place. No insignias, no logos, nothing.
The entire city is lighting up with activity right now, looking for 3 pings specifically. I don't know if it's just the security forces or whatnot, but there are corporations on this. I could see that there are corporations on this. Our connections have been saying something about the 3 pings being tied to Alexander Vargas's death, apparently. But they mentioned something about his murder. He wasn't murdered, was he?
I don't think so. This whole thing's pretty confusing right now, but I didn't kill anybody.
Well, obviously, you're a professional.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe not nobody, but like, nobody recently. And do we have a safe house? Somewhere that we can stop pinging everything in the damn city?
Well, it seems.
Sir?
It seems at least that it's gone. It's stopped. All of it. Go down 6th Street.
Okay.
Around the bookstore, we still have a safe house there. The closed one
Thank
on
you.
the side of it.
Same code?
Same code.
I'll be in touch.
Right. And yes, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Always. Thank you.
The other, as soon as that call kind of ends, you still hear in the background sirens now. They don't know where you are, but it seems like someone's still kind of combing the area.
I have a place we can hold up.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, there's a safe place nearby.
lead the way.
Please
Go.
Without much.
Maybe I can find some shoes.
Oh, yeah. Probably good.
Mm-hmm. And I'll take them to the safe house.
Okay, sounds good. Man, the evil storyteller in me wants to roll something to see whether or not you step on something, but at the same time, there's a lot more going on a little bit later that's going to be bad, so I will just allow you to have wet, dirty, soggy feet.
Yay! No banana peels.
No banana peels, no random, razor blades, because people need to clean up their sharps, I swear to God. Anyways, city talk, elsewhere. You arrive. The bookstore is completely abandoned at this point, but inputting the code that you know.
8675309.
Yeah, okay. We should probably write that down somewhere if we need to use it again.
Don't worry, I've got Jenny's number.
But it closes on. It opens up and it leads you to the very, very bottom, almost like a spiral staircase down. The lights kind of blipping onto the sides of the stairwell. As the other three kind of look in bewilderment, this is kind of high-tech stuff being hidden behind a bookstore, especially a closed one at that. You go a little further down, and at the very end of a small hallway, there's an elevator. You don't know where the elevator takes you, but as soon as it opens up and the lights kind of turn on, it's not extravagant, but it is well equipped. You have kind of boxes of equipment on the side, kind of locked, and there is still a small kitchen. There's a table, a long table with a couple of chairs in front of it. And further out the corridor, you notice that there's a hallway that leads to several bedrooms. It's pretty well equipped.
I guess make yourself at home.
Whoa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna see if I can find a change of clothes anywhere. There should be coffee if anybody wants to make it. I think we could probably all use a cup. I'm not sure if there's any cream or anything. There's probably some powdered.
It's a little perturbed.
Yeah.
Can't say coffee black.
Unfortunately, 40 years later, there is no just creamer. There is powdered stuff for sure.
It's whitener. What is there anything more dystopic, by the way, than coffee whitener?
Yeah, it's very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that actually exists in our timeline is. Ugh.
Oh my God.
You know what I like about this coffee? It's not white enough.
Well, with that though, you do find yourself a change of clothes. You do find yourselves everything that you need to make coffee, with sugar and whitener, I would say. But
Very good whitener you have here. Perfect stuff.
yeah, it's the premium brand. It's not the
Hell yeah.
it's not
What?
sawdust.
It's white privilege brand.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in this moment?
I think
so.
I think Sophie would take off her jacket and set it down, and we'd see a black kind of cropped top, kind of and connected to his black skirt with suspenders, and glowing tattoos on her arms. And she would just be like, "This is really cool. You guys are pretty neat. Thanks for having me stick around."
Yeah, who is she again?
Yeah, lady, you were a random acquaintance that got entangled with this, or do you actually know something? Or are you a spy? In case you're a spy, please tell us.
Well, if I was a spy and I just told you, I'd be pretty bad at my job, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I hope you are, if you're a spy.
Yeah, no, honestly, I was tracking those pings too.
Hmm. Oh, is there a reward or something, or are you just curious?
Just followed my curiosity today.
Yeah. Well. So.
With all that,
Somebody just posted it, I understand, right?
I'm sorry?
Somebody just posted those pings, or how did you?
Oh, that actually, Jam, that is a great question. Refresh me on that, please.
so you know that nobody, there wasn't a signal that was posting this.
Mhm.
It came from the central Cascade mainframe.
Yeah, I'll relay that. I just came from the mainframe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to figure it out too, so if you'll have me, I'd love to help. Or I could go back home and be bored. I mean, I don't want to overstay my welcome.
Throughout this conversation, I would say that a thought in your mind kind of pops up, Joseph, is that outside of Alex, who said that these things could not be cracked, you've not heard anything on the tech side that has anything to do with the mainframe. So, with her saying this so willy-nilly, you could suspect that she knows a lot more about how the technology works than at least than you.
I'll say that I had a contact that was looking into this signal thing, who's probably dead now.
Oof.
Maybe I'll try finding, or working for the other side. But from what he told me, it seems that you know a bit more, at least on the tech side, that you are giving out now, and we may use that, I
Mhm.
suppose.
Yeah, like I said, I'd love to help, and we can get into it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm all in on this.
Let's take a sip of my white
And
coffee.
while you said, she was very helpful, so.
Yeah. I mean, she knew where I was. Not everybody does. I've kept my location pretty secret, and she seemed to be there with purpose, so either she's got deeper tech than anybody I've met before, and I've made some very dangerous enemies, or she's on the level.
Okay. With
Yeah, just figured this would be a fun adventure for today.
Anything you would like to share about the whole thing? What should we prepare for? I have no idea about those mainframes.
And that is when I'll ask Jim if there's any other pertinent information for me to give out at this moment.
you are very sure that not many people know about the specifically that every first-class citizen, which is most people in Cascade, has a hidden GPS on their glass. That there's very few ways to disable the GPS besides being either a second-class citizen or potentially hacking it and disabling it. But you also know that this information, the GPS information, is not accessible by anybody but the Cascade mainframe itself.
Mhm.
So this is a very rare occurrence that everybody was able to see.
Yeah. So she'll sit up on like a countertop or something and sip her, again, white coffee and just kind of think for a moment. Well, one question. Are y'all first class or...
Yep.
Okay,
Oh.
that explains that.
Well, technically I'm not, but I kind of worked my way up, so I guess I can
Respect.
count as first class now.
First class is actually the lowest in this particular situation. Second class is higher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I was confused. My bad.
I get confused
Yeah,
too.
I got it wrong too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the statement stays.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And with that, she'd be like, well, don't know if you know this, but every first class is tagged GPS, so that might explain it.
So just built into our glass?
Yep.
Is there any way to disable that? Or is that for like EMS and stuff like that?
I disabled mine, right?
But
That
you're
was what
second
we-
class. You've
Oh, that's right.
did,
That's what we determined. Okay. I mean, I could look into it. I'm pretty good with that.
Sure.
Yeah. And she'll kind of reach into her pocket for a notebook, realize she doesn't have it. She'll be like, I'll remember. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Okay. With that though, for the first time, we're going to be able to end the session with a little bit of calm, as you've successfully managed to evade everybody, but there is a little bit of a shock of needing to break a very important tenet of your guild. You've seen each other now, and well, we as a Calm Before the Storm, exactly, Jojo. We're actually going to have a little bit of a longer extended break this time, through the end of October to the start of November. So I wanted to do one more session before we get on the break, but unfortunately I got sick. But very much welcome Luna to the table. We're going to have a grand old time with everybody, and before we end, I want to make sure that everybody gets their experience for last session and this session. I'm just going to give it this session's first. How did everybody's aspirations go as you kind of escaped from all of this situation?
Well, I got into trouble.
You definitely did.
Did we find the next piece of the puzzle? Did that count?
You kind of did, I would say.
Okay.
I would
All
say
right.
you knowing that everything came from, or the pings came from the mainframe, and also knowing that there are situations that arise with how the ping works that way. Yeah, I would say you did.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, Joseph.
I think I did more running than violence, so I think I'm good.
Okay, so I'll say for the session you get the 1, and then since none of the aspirations are hit, you will only get the 1. However, we're giving you 2 for the previous section, 3 for the previous session as well. Everybody gets 3 for the previous session, and then whatever we have here. So Sam, how did you do?
Well, that is up to interpretation. Would going back for Sophie count as helping someone who needs me?
I would very much say so.
All right,
I don't
then
think
that's
that's out
two.
of okay. Perfect. All right, so you get that, and then you get the one for your session, and then as for Sophie,
So I only put down one aspiration just coming into this, because I didn't really know what else to put, but I put unravel the mystery of the pings.
well, you have the 3 people that are
Exactly.
in front of you, so that would be an extra experience as well.
Excellent.
And you get to also add the 3 from last session. Yeah. So I think the minimum that anybody has right now for the 2 put together would be 4, I think, if you didn't hit any aspirations. But I do want to remind that everybody to come up with all. I think there are 3 total lines that you can have aspirations to come up with anything that you can have to put on there, just so you can kind of like sneak a couple more experience points out from me.
Yeah, I think you misunderstood me, or I worded it badly. I think Joseph wanted to not resort to violence. I think I hit that
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah, you did,
I think I can add one.
Oh yeah, no,
Ooh.
yeah, you definitely.
So did we all hit one
For
aspiration?
yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Everybody did.
So that means that I think we all get an extra one if we all
I
did
believe
an
so.
aspiration.
I believe
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That is true.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep. That's how
We didn't even try.
Isn't
We
it a
did it.
cool
didn't even
6?
have to try. How dare you? I'm gonna have to make it harder for you guys to get experience if that's the case. Don't say it like that.
no.
No, you
Oh, no,
don't.
it was so hard, GM. Please spare us.
But yeah, the mystery continues. There's gonna be a couple of really interesting points, but we'll just to hit on a couple of things that you found out today. You had Mason, who was the father of the kid that was sick, is now dead. Mason, who is actually Geckel, by the way, from the first session as well. So you have a reason to know why they left in the middle of your quest now. And then you also know that the people that are following you do not have any sort of symbols or any sort of markings on them that would let them know or let you know their affiliation. And also you know that Bright Witch Riku in game and out of game are very two different people.
You meant to say two completely uncannily similar, you meant to say.
Oh yeah, similar, right.
In the name of the moon, I'll punish you.
Yep. There we go.
I'll get you.
Oh,
we'll get
I'm
you.
late for school.
But with that being said,
Sorry.
No, you're good. With that being said, though, in reverse order, could everybody introduce themselves just in case? Because you guys aren't muted this time. So, Kelly.
Hey everybody, I'm Kelly. I am. You can find me over at Dork Tales. That's where I do all of my dorking. Thanks so much for running the game. I'm very excited to see where this goes and to step back into the Matrix or whatever we call it in Anima, which I forget because it's like a Monday for me mentally. Thanks for running.
Yeah, no, thanks for being here. Max.
Yeah, hello, I'm Max, and I pretty much enjoy playing here Joseph Conrad and Magisterium in the game. Thanks for running this. Thanks for having us. Looking forward to continuing this next month.
Perfect. Red.
What's up, guys? Red here. You can find me at Lawful Stupid RPG. And yeah, thanks for running the game.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining. And Luna?
Hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on all the social medias, including here on Twitch where I stream. I do things over on the Rolling Nomads as well, but today I've been Sophie Ryder, soon to be Morgan Vex, and thank you for running the game. I appreciate it. And thank you for having me.
I appreciate you all for being here. I am Michael. I stream on Twitch as AsteriskVtuber, so I am just in my meat space suit right now, and it's okay. Feels better this way. But thank you all for joining. Everybody in the chat as well for joining in this wonderfully weird adventure that we're going to continue going down, and we'll see how the conspiracy theories kind of connect later on. I'll see everybody next month. Yeah. With that being said, have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and say hi to your friends and family. Yeah. Bye bye.